The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Yeah.
Ana kende Japan di neska. Ni paduduo na wo mu free Ghana ko ye nyina no e true kende Japan. Was say e true that and wo hit first $1 million e won account me. That about me na wo na wo hipa. Na wo kusku. Na wo nya adwuma dia. Kende Japan say odo de ye nyina enim say o ye businessman. Until recently, I bought a 2 years ago. Any other no. On who do government position that business no ye under NDC no ye contract and the MPP or ye no contract. Eti nisika no nya na nya ba umi ane mani nya nisika. Ye for bi te se brand champion. Eti se ba umi atwemu se wono na maya winning 2016 a oboa.
Oh.
Oboa. MPP for you na e kabomu and you winning 2016. Now who can the Japosika would try? No, there are certain things I don't want to say. 2016. What do you see cap?
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Baby, am I winning the elections? Over better on my America Sansa way. Can Japan? Brian Champon, and no more Gaga home, Cobra Japan, one more contribution to the victory.
Yeah.
What's it then? Me say, me a mitihe. I be you be a plan. My contribution to the victory in 2016. But Umia cannot match me.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Media, Juma me your party me by the last 16 years. Me de me home abo afore ama party. 208 na me wo Bank of Ghana na me ye omo penny governor no Abedi Chiri. Penny no Abedi Chiri, deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. Ena na Akufo-Addo be frame me. O se mimbe ye na Abedi Chiri. Samre no na President Akufo ebedi 8 years. Na nipa bebre cast kire me say, "Mami njai me ejuma no na mimbe ye running mate." Mo say no party a breaking 8 no. Enti me ba yendi nkunim but me kanchire omo say President Akufo ena appointing me deputy governor. Enti MPP here say me ba abeboa na yenya letimi di nkunim a mentimi nkase member enti me resigning me job e wo Bank of Ghana e be ye running mate of the MPP. Me ba ye yendi nkunim. So me hwehwe ejuma foforo me benya ejuma ewo African Development Bank. Omo de me ko Zimbabwe. Se me nkoye omo penyi ewo Zimbabwe. It was Zimbabwe and 2012 beduye and
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
African Development Bank Opamicho Osima Minjai Jumano. Ofre President Akufo se onemi nkasa se mami njae jumano emba Ghana bium but me kanchiro mo se since a party no ehia me se membra mbeboa de mintimi nkasa member me resign here and me samba here and me be ye ejuma as running mate.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
So you call Supreme Court, Semokai, you and I were not there. Mina meko di adansi Emma party no star witness. Me na me ye pink sheet no so me lead team no na ye pink sheet no ejuma no me call Supreme Court eko di adanse eko defendi party no pa yan di nkunim but ye kire Ghana fo nyina say ye na ye win 2012 election no ye wie me see mu me ka say me nko baby abio metna Ghana na ma bo campaign no me call lecture after lecture after lecture me the pressure egu MP NDC for so me country na na Akufo-Addo say 2016 election yidie me pese ojai John Mahama emame na me no yenko boot for 2016 election.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
And after a while, he had a relationship with a girl. Abrochire was not happening. And so one day they met outside near some farm. And the girl said, what that me? And you now see what the back Abrochire. And I say, would they be missing a bronechi?
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Skit. And this guy said, oh, who name me? The papa na say me do back Abrochire. May you say. And after a while, he had a relationship with a girl. Abrochire was not happening. And so one day they met outside near some farm. And the girl said, what that me? And you now see what the back Abrochire. And I say, would they be missing a bronechi?
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
These are opportunists.
So it is a political capital you want to milk?
Not me milking. It's not me milking. It's their conduct, their actions, the bad faith. The bad faith.
And you won't relent?
Relent on what?
Relent on...
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Forgiveness. It's about principle. You say that you want to enact a law that would incarcerate a person found guilty. Stick to it. Why would you want to change? Because now you are in government, so you are seeing the reality.
No. I have a minute to wrap up on Galamsey. You again touched on it.
You see,
the government says they're doing quite a bit.
No,
they have NIMOS. They're arresting a lot of people.
No. They are doing nothing.
In your home region, central region, the Konyako now has been. They've opened the waterhead, the headworks there, and that's a sign that, at least from the regional minister, that some progress has been made.
They've spent a lot. I was chair of Ghana Water. a lot has been spent for water treatment. That in itself is not enough. You see, let me go back to 2010.
Briefly, because...
Yes, briefly. We were warned by Anas in his documentary in 2010. We didn't heed to it. 2015, the finance minister, Tetekwe, made a strong case on this matter before the finance committee. He was discussing the effects of galamsey on cocoa production. Then we came into office and we took the fight. Civil society organization joined. But it became, again, a partisan thing. The structures to fight it were not strong enough, I must admit. And our friends mulled it, chilled us, made a huge fuss about it. They are now in government. They've set up the gold board. They are buying gold from all manner of sources. They don't care where the gold is coming from. I don't see any seriousness in the fight against galamsey. I've not seen structures, manifest structures.
But they have set up a few.
What are they?
They have NIMOS now dealing with the matter. They're investing in water cleansing technology. I'm aware, for example, that
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
With the root cause, you also have to deal with the symptoms.
How are they dealing with the root cause?
NIMOS is dealing with it.
They called for a state of emergency.
He's dealing with it.
My respected friend, Ama Kufibua, on City FM, Channel 1 TV, called for immediate state of emergency to be declared.
They declared the security zones. And they are stationing permanent military units in the areas affected.
You see, our friends acted out of political convenience. But I have told them that on this galamsey issue, I'm ready to sit with them if they really have a formidable plan. Because it's something that affects the entire nation. Let's stop this partisan politics. You see, it makes we, the political leaders, look unserious. People don't respect us. Civil society look at us with a certain eye. And I think that enough of the politics. Really enough of the politics. National interest first. You can talk politics, you can talk partisan politics, but it gets to a point. You can't continue that way. It's a serious matter. Whenever there's no galamsey there, but the effect of galamsey is affecting us. For weeks, there was no water. Today, you cannot have clean water.
Is it flowing now?
It comes.
Okay.
But are we sure of the water we are drinking? How many people can buy bottled water or even sachet water? That is all we depend on to brush our teeth.
Osahin Alexander Kwamina,
cook
on your marking.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Statutory approvals. Indeed, the public official promoters, sponsors, and patrons of SML dared not return to PPA at this time with a request for approval of SML's involvement, since the only thing that had changed about the company since the 29 September 2017 rejection by PPA was just the company's name. Therefore, these public actors of SML decided to place SML on the lap of West Blue and did in fact force SML on West Blue as its supposed subcontractor on the West Blue contract without the mandatory prior statutory approvals.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
As he has failed to present himself, the OSP yesterday announced its decision to charge Mr. Ofori-Atta and added that processes to facilitate the extradition of the former minister were still on course. Speaking on Eyewitness News, Martin Pebu argued that the OSP could try the former minister in his absence as the Constitution permits.
Oh, but OSP officials are busy saying that they cannot do trial in absentia. They're busy doing that kind of thing. Yes, you hear, check the media, you see them each time attention with a debate where OSP officers and OSP officers came in and was trying to dispute trial and absentia, saying that the Oforiatta should have attended court once before fleeing, which is not our law. Article 19, Clause 3A. Ours just says that if you are informed about the trial, criminal trial, and you don't come, then the trial can go on without you. That is what our constitution says. So as we speak now, Oforiatta offered as far back as February through his lawyers, ending of January when the brouhaha started, that he's willing to cooperate for us in the U.S. So we have to take the necessary measures and then inform him. He said you do Zoom calls, etc. So if you take things and inform them, it doesn't come. The trial and absentia can continue.
Private legal practitioner Martin.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
It's busy doing that kind of thing. Yes, you hear, check the media, you see them each time attention with a debate where OSP officers and OSP officers came in and was trying to dispute trial and absentia, saying that the Oforiatta should have attended court once before fleeing, which is not our law. Article 19, Clause 3A. Ours just says that if you are informed about the trial, criminal trial, and you don't come, then the trial can go on without you. That is what our constitution says. So as we speak now, Oforiatta offered as far back as February through his lawyers, ending of January when the brouhaha started, that he's willing to cooperate for us in the U.S. So we have to take the necessary measures and then inform him. He said you do Zoom calls, etc. So if you take those things and inform them, it doesn't come. The trial and absentia can continue.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Its own dictates when it comes to even the ministers and what pool will come out of parliament.
Exactly, it has not been established that she's been selected or chosen by the president to be a minister of state because she's a member of parliament.
It's been established.
It hasn't been.
It is.
It hasn't been. It hasn't been.
This is our Aserpa Explains. Present you in Parliament. That means
for us to make two fundamental points. The first one, Mr. Speaker, the composition of this parliament is a very special one, and it's never happened in the history of our country before. Mr. Speaker, we have for the first time in the Fourth Republic a parliament where a particular group has a super majority. Mr. Speaker, they have two-thirds. Two-thirds. It's never happened in the Fourth Republican dispensation before. Two-thirds. Mr. Speaker, of the 276 members of parliament, the majority side, the NDC side, has 189 members of parliament. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, you are as old as this parliament, as this legislature. Mr. Speaker, it's never happened before. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, this house mostly deals with government business. And that is why the majority leader is mostly referred to as the leader of government business. Mr. Speaker, and throughout this session of Parliament, the first meeting, the second meeting, and the third meeting, our friends from the other side, 189 of them, consistently, they do not attend to the House. They do not. Ghanaians, Mr. Speaker, Ghanaians, in fact, Mr. Speaker, the NDC side, the majority side, can one form quorum on their own, Mr. Speaker? Can two have enough members of parliament to conduct business? Mr. Speaker, three, they can have enough members of parliament to take most fundamental decisions, and yet they don't come to parliament. Mr. Speaker, I have in my hand here the order paper for 30th October 2025. And Mr. Speaker, in this order paper, you have very important government businesses listed to be taken today, the 30th October 2020. Government business, so many of them. And Mr. Speaker, if you allow me,
highlifeng.com.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Yo, ebusianfo wagbejeke waje eni ejashon an ewie meda muina ase emama kwaba ereba Hot Digital Online so and there the 2nd of October 2025 in the year of our Lord. Meda was pass we do a video that to us here ewie wutie me na wotemika hot news views, interviews, and all that we have, and there's so about the adum, but the besumo, hot news review, and the area wajibra wutie me no, medawase papa say you don't tea, we free no what the to her wutie Hot Digital FM and I say radio, na bibia. Wutie mi fi bia no me say mi chio papa me gidi say anape wumpo mu ye bibia so ekoso boko eni jojo na ende de na ye ba behwe de na ekoso me gidi say wati ni ekoso bebre na ewo Ghana na nda ye hie ɛyɛ niesi ɛwɔ the pain abasin kono ɛwɔ Ghana no ɛna yɛabɔ ni na ɛndɛ yɛde bi babegu ɛpon so na yɛso yɛakyerɛ yɛn adwen ɛgya sɛ yɛn na yɛyɛ temamifoɔ yɛyɛ amanfoɔ no na ɔman no nkyekyere no so ɛnyɛ ɔbaakofo adwuma wɔ sɛ ɔyɛ but yɛn nyinaa na ɛwɔ sɛ wonso ɛne nipa nti na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛn na yɛsɔ mu na yɛtumi yɛ bi no ɛndɛ yɛn so sɛbi bi a yɛntumi ɛnyi sika ɛmfa mboa sɛ yɛmfa nkɔyɛ road anaasɛ yɛntumi nyi sika sɛ yɛmfa nkɔyɛ ɛfɛ ne sɛ nkosi dan bi ɛma schoolfoɔ bi anaasɛ ebi so a yɛntumi ɛnka sɛ yɛyi sika mpo na yɛde ama nkɔfoɔ ɛdidi ɛwɔ Ghana yɛntumi nyɛ saa nanso bɔ adeɛ no ɔman ano a ɛgya ɛbɛtumi ɛde aka na ama na ayɛ yie ɛsan sɛ ɛyɛ democracy ni yɛ practice no democracy no so ɛyɛ kebi ma kebi saa na mpanimfoɔ ayɛ no nti no na kyerɛ sɛ nyɛ ɔbaakofo na mpo ɛbɛka na yɛn nyinaa ne yɛbɛka sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a asɛm to nipa so mu a nipa fa na ɔde yɛ nea ɔsɔ ɔde yɛ no ɛgya yɛn so yɛ contributions ne opinions suggestions ɛne afoto na yɛkaka wo nyinaa ɛtumi ama the powers that be nso ɛhu timemufo yɛn so sɛnea yɛpɛ sɛ ɔman no kɔ na ɔmo nso ɔmo yɛ manyɛ nti ɛno na ɛndɛ ɔbɔade adaroma yɛba bɛhyia ewie a wohwɛ wo mbere ɛyɛ 27 minutes past of the 12 p.m. na yɛ ba bɛdidi ne akɔkɔ so ɛwɔ Ghana no news ni na yɛba bɛhwɛ na ɛgya yɛde ayɛ program yi na yɛnyina nso yɛhu ne ɛkɔ so afi so yɛakyerɛ yɛ n'adwene nti anapɛ ewie de mede wase paa mede wase bio a ɛni kabea sɛ wɔfidie no ɛda ha se a wayɛ ready sɛ ɛndɛ yɛba bɛhwɛ all the news the interviews the trends ne ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana nyinaa nanso yɛn nso yɛntumi adi ho abobo saa nso ɛna yɛfrɛ no sɛ mada wase ewie no mɛkyerɛ wo sɛ dwumadie wei ɛwɔ live on Facebook nti wokɔ Facebook a mpɔkyɛ wobɛtumi akyi no nyinaa wo nso we-follow saa so ɛna wobɛtumi akɔ yɛ app no so na wadownload hot digital your friend is online wobɛtumi download app no wo download app no just tune in from there and you can be right connected saa nso ɛna ebia wode abɛfo ntentan no w'ani gye ho a just go to www.hotdigitalonline.com www.hotdigitalonline.com mesrawa bombodian na kɔ ɛwɔnom a wobɛtumi follow nea ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ wɔn nyinaa na wo nso wɔtumi ayɛ dɛn ɛhu nea yɛyɛ ɛne dwumadi a ɛndɛ yɛdi ɛwɔ ase saa so na wobɛtumi ɛde app no ama ne obi anaa wobɛtumi ashare so you can share our app with friends and family. Let them also tune in and then be part of the program. Facebook no so which in na wa share. Wo message bi so na wo dey afa honum you betumi ready amount na unso why part and parcel of the program. Enti ende enche bia me no beko fan saying dwumedi no se ne ya hyehye no me no beko so na ye de agro no a start an sense abetia no yetiti na ne channel no ntino yen waste time kra na dwumedie how are we going to go by you were going to say you ba behwe the trending issues the pain abetwemi akoso ewo Ghana na yeyi mu ebien ba asemi na ye de ato aponso na me share the salient ones na say near the pain aye kasapa ewo Ghana no ye be di hu komo na yina yatototo yadwen sene be ya betumi akyerɛ yadwen ewo ho enti we will do that na enye no kwa ye be hwɛ sports so nsensem ben na ekɔ so the pain table na etisen ye be hwɛ table no so sene ekɔ ye team ben sisi a no ba UEFA Championship Premier League ene na ekɔ so no odaso OLED ye be hwɛ Ghana Premiership no so ekosen we will see all those stories House of Folk Kotoko azak no kankan we be hwɛ senior omo de bobre ne mu ni bi wo the pain ababetwem league table no crampo etisen we look at that saso na Black Stars preparation towards World Cup no so how is it going and so ye bedi hu komo kakra ne nyambra sam so a de pen ekokọ so e wo Ghana na wodwuma won tiase se oman a ye wo embra eye adwuma na wotumu se binu mutumi fa omunsa hye just omutumi dimbra ne hye omo amusem no mudi nyambra nsam na wodwuma won tiase. We look at all those things and then we share our opinion. It's about opinion time, it's about information time, it's about education time. And on ende ye ba behwe na ye na ya aboa na yetumi akebi yetumi atre yan adwen na yedimi de aboa oman in Ghana. And just take a quick break for me. If you've not sat down yet, quickly sit down. We won't so be so fair na afi so funny saying we be just do it quickly so that we can just take off without relenting. And you know, mean so whilst you do that, you know, I'm going to take a quick break as well. Make sure that my water, my everything is ready because and then someone know a more do pa a more do so get ready. As I get ready, and then let's take off. Na yemfa anshishe so senior beya agrono ebeye kama. Na mamenche na mima say Jumedi way the executive producer is Mr. Van Dyke. Boss dana pepe be bia Michio bidin check asepa mezimo. Saso ena the station manager very importantly, I have to, thank you as well for this opportunity. And the Openimafu station manager, also Medawasipa for this, great opportunity. And in Penifwe being and the executive producers of the show, and they Medeba Abremo. You're trying your own bread, now you go straight to the items on board. Now, share the trending issues, and then we proceed from there. Right after that, my presente amaono, then I'll open the phone lines. Now, also wabe senior die ya no, unso be ma na unso waba betre wadwin. Makadada eye on mine na ye chichiri. Enti wonsum ya na ye be sanse eni nipa na ye. But I say, mintra mumbra whilst you also get ready quickly.
HighLifeNT.com.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Buffer stocks.
Kaja Israel, kaba Egypt, kaja Ethiopia, kaja Sudan, waja shong. Kaja Ikushima, wani me kona me waja shong. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, waja shong. Waja waja shong.
The interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
HighLifeNT.com.
akachuma wanye anu nyamfeng akwaga ba chuma wanye afoga lacha akachuma wanye anu nyamfeng. Them say me no fit jump, them say you no fit jump, them say we no fit jump. Them say me no fit jump, them say you no fit jump.
Hi there. Thank you very much for keeping your ears still here on Hot Digital Online Radio. This is where the whole diaspora is listening to. So this is the Hot News Review. Courtesy coming your way by myself, Richard Roya. Anape, Medawasipa, we a Hot News Review. And yede ashisha sono. Enti ebia fiansa with we free no. Atu asia. There's a Hot News Review. And anape ashisha so. Enya agrokrai ye baby bre in sama depende ya etwemi ekoso ewo Ghana na yenso yatibi yetiebi na afi embre bemwa ya fre na ya tre yadwin. So I'm going to walk you through all the stories that made the airwaves over the week na also you know why informed. I'm going to just touch them briefly. Na afi mede in samana nkasa atudwa na afi yedi ehu abubu. Enti the pain to start with the pain government hired 5,000 agric jobs, of which oil palm push was to take a center stage in 2026 budget. Na the pain utumuze aban na odineni ehwese eye agric njuma eye over 500,000 na ohwe nim se obetumi create ediama Ghana na se utumuze oil palm anase abe eye bibia ye budget ya ebasui there's is the center stage eye nia enide tripa just say ye hwe say betumi amana good push na etumi akọ. So the penya also President Mama will have 80% influence on who becomes the NDC's 2028 flag bearer. No so Musafa Bandi edebetu just say we share NDC omo your friend is saying, you know, presidential flag bearership no so yame ya adoma utumu say President Mama obeyinya about 80% influence ewo NDC flag bearer, you know, racing. So I think DS will be in 2026 almost omeyi omo flange tufo, because somebody will definitely have to replace President Mahama. And also it was some of the stories that came up over the week. Profit motives drives banks to flout import verification rules. No to say bank and some some have to verify you know their rules. Bank of Ghana they ultimatum biaba says there will be some banks that one share they will be taking, I mean some your friend is saying banks they may be taking out of you know senior year your money say you know they are not verifying certain rules they're supposed to be, you know, verified. Now, after forcing to present 2026 budget on November 13th, and the Ghana na yashwe him say the minister Honorable Ato Forson would be presenting the budget to Ghanaians on the 13th of November. And so yashwe him say yameboa budget no and so ebeba so in Ghana. Moving on, the pay also we heard and it was also in the news that over 1,500 illegal miners were arrested so far. And also Minister of Lands and Natural Resources said that you just say about over 1,500 illegal miners and ya chiomo ya arrest omo na the question you may ask is, are these things leading to leading to solution to the problem that the Galamsey is having on Ghanaians? And and also was trending in our news. What is it? The pain, and I think from last 2 weeks coming to last 2 weeks coming to last week, there was Buhari had said some SHS placements some people were extorting money from students, parents, and all that. And now she said, will be about 30,000, 30,000 Ghana cedis from parents just for the school replacement. Now, the NDC MP has come out to confess, I lied about the 30,000 SHS placement extortion claim. Now, just say, it wasn't true. Indeed, the question is, somebody with such a degree and a pedigree, why would you have to give false information to the whole nation? Let's hope the system to also work. Now, can't. This is as if you say corruption, sometimes we have to see, or let's get it right before we can pronounce it, and I say we can proclaim it. Because the political class, you become very difficult for us to believe you. Already Nankasano, people believing you in Nankasano, it is dwindling. It is weighing down. Yeah, and then and it was that claim now. You say SHS placement and Kofobi a friends and Kofobi J parents in school for be 30,000 and all that now. I bet year I think Chronomono. The MP said he was lying. The claim was false. And then also but to yeah, let's go on. Let's go on. Now making sure say at least we can touch as many as we can, and then we can proceed. We can proceed on to the major ones. Now say tension mounts. Pasa SGS parent student protest 435,000 unapproved fees. And na oko secondary school bi so a your friend no pasa anase wo pasa na utumu se awofo ni school for no na omo etwatia atrempenifo for 435,000 unapproved fees anyen approve ya no mutua omo so chese na omonia brepa said it can be possible. Now the question is the free SHS still working? And I said, what is going on in the era of free SHS? So what is all this second to the system must work. You see, the system must work. If the system is working, all these kind of things, all these kind of issues in the ENT, unapproved fees in the ENT, because idea free. President Mahama also bear no see on trim, or sure bet you so, or so. Why do you have to, hear of all this kind of issues with fees in your I think we should be getting to this point because the thing is free at air coso. Ideally, no, akra no we're trying to all school no any say or cry ye kasa on one city for anything. I didn't free. There's no way money shouldn't even be mentioned. If we are a very serious country, in the free SHS and money shouldn't even be mentioned anywhere in any school. Because I didn't hear free. In the end, say we trying to compete anyone to be anyone to know. Oh, sure, when you're on talie, when you want to personal troubles, when you are be a because I won't dining. And I say, won't discourage you and fine. Just get your own personal stuff, put them in your troubles, then carry yourself to the school. No one. There shouldn't be anything saying anything for any paperwork and answer administration. There shouldn't be. If we are a very serious country, we know say establish it is a law. Policy is working. Say it is freer. We shouldn't be having any issue with anything. A fee payment of anything. There shouldn't even be a one city mention of anything anyway. But here lies the case. Very, 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 very often we hear of say you say BB. You see, I know of a place. During one placement era. Near Synchrono for so many different kinds of things, Imbra, Yemfa paint, Imbra, Yemfa sea fimbra, Yemfa Waimbra, Yemfa Waimbra, Yemfa Waimbra. Meanwhile, the thing is free. Inti, air free, no, why should the child have to also provide what again? Say, if we are even serious country, I won't. Inka, this thing, no, we wouldn't even have to let the children even come to the school with even a crowd, some other dog rank, and he say, because I didn't hear free. So why do you have to provide whatever? If we are a very serious country, our schools, we are at a point that we have mowing machines able our schools. We wouldn't even have to even tell the children say, because in this incredible. The children are not punished. In Kulano Crown, we don't punish them. The punishment that we give, so if you are born in the corner, not fair, then on check, we don't even do that. So all these things I say for Weibra, for Crabra, for Weibra, is not even necessary. If it is free and the child supposed to come, just study and then go, we don't have to mention anything anywhere. Say there shouldn't be any requirement of anything. I say Fabra. Well, inti sa nyaman keten no prescription no prospectus no say nkora no body banana you say for weibra for frembra for asobra for weibra no weibra eno na bon say sa unapproved fees in schools is kasem suppose akwakoshe wono. You see, so if you are a very serious country, we would have be very firm and very solid on how we are rolling out even our own policies. See I didn't free the authorities would ensure say, Akrano, what the man, and it's what you sheba. You just carry your personal belongings, then you come and study. Because the government is taking care of everything that you're supposed to be using, in the school. Until where would a requirement to pay anything come from? That's the problem that we have in the country. That's the problem we have in the country. We have to develop our minds to the sense, say, we can be strong with our policy enrollments. That's one of our problems in the country. Yes, yetimi ebwa so na say yetimi nya policy bia ebwa so a na policy ni yanka say ye suban ene ye character etoto policy na say. That's the problem. I don't think I have to dwell much on this. I'm just rolling out the issues. I don't want to dwell on this that much. Into the mekomenim. Why? Yeah, mekomenim. Ghana faces high economic risks. Latest reports cite lack of access to capital market, debt sustainability, and business consent. Economy no so just say economy no just say at the red line. The economy is on red line. ACE Commission raises alarm over declined condom use among youth. And then kola no you say near the bomb by no omun use omun use. Inti ACE Commission so raise awareness passe yenhwe na yende yenyusu na the pain so the Minister of Education Honorable Aruna Idrisu ebe state emphatically say we will not tolerate long hair in SHS and here kasa bebre say nkwala no omu koskura I will say omu yo mutini ne mana omu hwe gine mana minister ne say science hu na ekoso no ento so akora de wo school atwa uti nice na fabra yenya brofo a ye kura yankasa ye long hair already there be we are not like that ena yenso ye wada no your system no wugichima udwukura be gu utimu a wanhwe be hawa wuti a wuntumi kura nsua de no it can disturb because that's our system. Your system didn't say abrochia and the atmosphere no air cool enough to even temperate or give a good temperature. I mean a good temperate for your hair to not to produce a J. Yeah, Ghana no entisa. We don't have that temperature, and I said we don't have that atmosphere to cool down our ass. Na a drunk beam. Intinusi yasi ye baba mankwala na ko school na omo share rigs in your manyoma. It's going to be a problem in the school. We know how ladies suffer. Women suffer. Sometimes they will be beating their hair, pine, because it's in a muka kamo. And so we say akra no ko school now, all your science, no your biology, no your chemistry, all your mathematics, ne your friends and social studies, we say akra no ko share week, akra no ko ye ni pemi, no fa ko school. E dey say me hu so no. didn't say no. How can this help us? Nam kwala no metina class no mbobbo mtim pan. And also esuhu be no. So the minister is saying say we will not tolerate that in Ghana schools. It was also one of the very top issues that were trending. Now, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama launched a free tertiary education for persons with disabilities. And the pencil President Edio Seyoyo say nkofo am did them we disabled no obemana tertiary education for free, and they invest in Okwa for free. I think it is good to empower our dear ones in our society, because disabled is not is not incapability. Sabi we did them kakana just say won't me ye bibi and fan boy man. In the present I'm a free tertiary education to these people to be able to pursue, because some are very, very smart, and I think that we need to applaud the president for taking this good initiative to help these people. It is also towards the the development of the nation, and the president must be applauded. And the Yera Mama, boy and Sema for doing this let's move on. Exactly. 1 o'clock, maybe phone lines no na also wabim na eja yatia so. Yeah, so let me just continue with 2 or more and then we tackle the main issues. Yeah, so OSP Nils Ofori Atta and others. OSP so the pain na Ota Ofori Atta na semenso pa no so ebe trending pa, and then press conference kitwa enti eno so won semeno ahead in pa meche OSP just say in Ofori Atta nkwampo, you know, the others in the likes of Isaac Krinzel, Reverend Dr. Amisha Dai, Owusu Amwa, ene omunga kanwina OSP the pain onyomu esi pa onyomu esi utumi say asameno inyasama yebetumi aka nde all because of over 125 million SML saga. And the OSP moves to prosecute Ofolata, 6 others and others to recover such millions. And the OSP nini abrepa the pain zona and also trendy papa ewo Ghana. Na Ghana the pain asamba kuso ebeto wa na chase what you know won't what is happening in our parliament? What is happening? What is really happening in our parliament with our parliamentarians? What do I want to ask you? Now, let me get you into the stories. Because it's one of the major stories that we're going to tackle today, on the show. We're going to tackle because it's very, very important. And what am I talking about? The Penya Kasabe Brepa Ewa Ghana with the super absenteeism in parliament. Parliament, if I had to about Momo say, Omunko na eja Omunko Shem Raman Ghana, Omko Fon Yaman 2 to ye and Fama Ghana for no. These parliamentarians are not attending parliament. Omunko parliament too. Ya to about Momo na. I was say Omunko Shem Brano, Omunko parliament. Na we a minority in Afghanistan parliament were raising a very critical concern about that. Into the payan so say assembly ne has speaker so speaker brought the list of number of MPs omono Ghana fo nya daja akwa salai ato abamamwa omo decide say omomba Parliament House. So Parliament released list of 28 MPs for repeated unauthorized absenteeism, and as an absence in the first quarter of 2025. A new parliamentary attendance audit disclosed that numerous members of Parliament have failed to attend sittings without authorized leave, covering 43 seasons between January and March 2025. The findings indicate that several legislators were absent repeatedly, with some recording more than 20 unauthorized absenteeism. And as an absence, inti yebisa say, yebisa say inti ya to abama mo say monko na monko shembra monko ye adwuma na monko. So these MPs, my question is inti omo na sabi omo na omo ebie companies na companies omo ebie no workers no embe adwuma nka omo fa ne saying. What is going on in Ghana? How can we get to this point? How can we get to this point? Say parliamentarians omo kwashe mbrama Ghana no, they are not going. Inti at the end of the day salary ana. You see, so the bottom line, the problem, all this problem ni na no. It is true a policy that is being rolled out. And then Emma way in cost, because most of these MPs, they are also, serving in the capacity or in the capacities as ministers. These same MPs are serving in the capacities as ministers. So at the end of the day, the lean ministerial way na I don't know able doing there and the parliament no mun ko into the same people who supposed to be in the parliament to actually spearhead the government business. The same parliamentarians are not going into way. Why are we here? Why are we formulating policies and rolling out policies that at the end of the day comes back to haunt us? Why should we have to get to this point? And then MPs are so they are not going because they are serving in certain capacities that are preventing them. Inti sa eyasirikra. Inti no say sisia no ye omo eja parliament na ato won na. Omo nkwa edwuma no. Ena mi bi say inti omo ena say nka omo ebi omo edwuma na ye fa ne say workers no embe edwuma. What are they going to do to the workers? Automatically, then they want to be in parliament now. You just declare your seat vacant. Then you obey because there are a lot of people who are willing to serve Ghana, who are willing to work for Ghana, who are willing to be in that position to do better and excellent and more for Ghana. Inti se wo wenya sa akwenya no, na se wo se wo parliament. Then are we going? Ebusia, what are we going to tell our MPs? And the bottom line is that there's a policy that has been rolled out that is a lean government. A policy that says, I'm going to select only 60% ministers. Only 60% ministers. Now some ministers here, the same 60%, almost no more MPs, almost ministers me. Now you want to mean you more to also pave way for others to do other job. No, into amasisiano parliament no, ye jet to one. Ye jet at one because you can't actually do all at the same time. Into ya policies ya policies no and one is no aba hunting. What do you do with this issue? When I open the phone lines, you will come in. When I open the phone lines, you're gonna come in and then you share your perspective. And the best we can tell our MPs, we need to tell them. The best advice we can give them, we need to give them, because if you can't do the work which people are going to queue in a hot sun to actually vote for you. Now at the end of the day, no, for several days, and then why do you still have to call you as an MP? You can't do the work. Go and do your ministerial whatever. Go and do your ministry whatever. And then leave the MP for whoever can do. And the Speaker Papin is saying, those people have to report immediately. If not, now these are the MPs who have been missing class in parliament. Well, the first MP, Frimpong Joseph Nkoko MP, Forsen Kesel Atoba Ejumako Enyan Esiam is also the finance minister. Amma Blay Nyamke Sekendi is also the land minister. Ablakwa Samuel Okujeto North Tongu also Oye foreign affairs minister. Efriye Nana Ayu Efiduase Asukware Boatin Kwabena Papiu Abdul Rashid Hassan also I think it's also 7 very important way. Enim Ernest Yao Kumewu Jinapo John Abdullahi Yepe Kasegu nso ye energy minister Kwatin Kweku Ajiman Oboase Akando Kwabena Minta nso ye health minister just say listening to bebre it's about 28 ebi kura wo MP wo mu wo MP na wokoto abama no owombi Muntaka Mohammed Bubarak onkwe juma Owusu Gloria onkwe juma Soil Quinsta Mami Pukua Agona East onso onkwe juma. They are not going. Honorable Gomashi Abla Jifa, tourism minister, onkwe juma. And see, it's simple. Please, you can't leave the parliamentary work down. I mean, it doesn't tally say ejuma Ghana fo ina dia mono obedia atwas onkwe ejuma. I think my time is going. I will leave it here and then I will proceed on. Me nka bebre because ya policy I see ebe and enye do bibia yedino. Now, as I move on so that I let you come in, I am asking this question. Would President Mahama sign the anti-LGBTQ issue? Majority leader Mahama Yaruga or say Mahama is ready to sign the anti-LGBT bill into law. The majority leader in parliament and MP for Boko Central, Mahama Yaruga, has stated that President John Mahama Mahama's administration is ready to sign the anti-LGBT bill into law once it is passed by parliament. Now, question I may be say, will President Mahama sign the anti-gay bill? Will Mahama sign the anti-gay bill? And yabeshe. Now, 2 and 3 more than 2 more than I do go. When him say our city is celebrating 60 years. Our city is celebrating 60 years now. Ghana, has launched year-long celebration to mark the 60 years anniversary, and then it is coming on. And Chebia, yebe celebrate the Ghanaian city of being 60 years. But the question I'm asking is, say, 60 years of the Ghanaian cities, how far is the feat against the dollar so far sustainable? Sisi ayaba be celebrate Ghanaian cities, city nenya 60 years. So far so good. NDC adaroma, dollar na befum, pounds na befum. Na me question to kekra me bisa ne say, ne ye wune be yes sustainable na. What are we going to do to make sure say we can sustain it? Because eko from here inka to help the country. Abrochi for them say yeah na enkoye momo, but the country there enkoye momo because the importers get strength, the traders get strength to do their work. Economy so koye Ghanaians. It is good that so far the CD has chopped a very remarkable and significant feat. But the question is it sustainable? You come in, you share your opinion. Now, lastly, before and then I open the phone lines. Na wabemno. Yeah, to say light waves. Friends in Jumakubi currently in the previous government they were holding all the public health records and all that. Now the paying but to just say. The current minister of health now or the two just say is as if the records of Ghanaian health publics and all that it is not being saved or stored in Ghana, it is being saved abroad. Now we all is as a result of the light waves deal now echoes during the previous government. Now we Dr. Okuboy so are not yet former health minister so better just no. The light waves is a deal and I say Ghana it is saving a lot for Ghana. And obviously so most of the records now if say now it is being saved in abroad it is not true. Everything is being saved in Ghana. Which is which? Who is lying and who is not lying? Now Ghana could lose up to 50 million in public funds if the government proceed with plans to replace Lightwave E-Care Solution Limited, the local company behind the country's national e-health system. Former Health Minister Bernard Okuboy has warned In a statement issued on Wednesday, Okoboy said the Ministry of Health's decision to terminate Lightwave's 100 million contract and engage in a new vendor amounted to gross financial waste, arguing that most of the system's infrastructure and training had already been completed. After investing over 73 million, training tens of thousands of staff, and connecting hundreds of facilities, Ghana cannot afford to discard a working national system for political or commercial motives, he said. The former minister explained that Lightwaves had successfully digitalized more than 450 public health facilities, including 4 teaching hospitals, 6 regional hospitals, and other 200 district hospitals under the National Health Project launched 2026. Now, Okoboy dismissed claims by the current health minister that Lightwave was a foreign firm, supplied inferior equipment, or stored Ghanaian health data abroad. Honorable Okoboy say, the pain in some current minister, Minister Kando, Edebeti Jase, Sadil na Ghana for Yeni Lightwave ye na, let us say, utumu say, Kululu binins in Yemenia Bibi Kosuna, just say airborne mine kano. Dr. Okoboy said they be entisa. The deal rather save Ghanaians a lot. They train a lot of health workers, establish health unyama ebo Ghana. When I feel so cry your data na, you feel say ye save you abroad. It is not true. My concern was that at this point as Ghanaians, whether it is true or not, at this point as Ghanaians, do we still have to be in a position where completely we can't be capable of managing our own affairs to the extent say international foreign interference must still interfere with our data? In Ghana IT Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology yentumi do a pointer yanka say to me I store your data to the extent say your data must be stored abroad. It doesn't make sense at all. This particular issue, we will follow it up again. But I think because of time, I wanted to dive more into it. But because of time, I want to open the phone line so that you can come in. Because I've realized most scholars are coming in already. It's 117. Let me open the phone lines. Then you come in. I'm still tackling the issue, but you can still come in. Those of you came on, I think you've gone back. You can start. Now the phone line is on. You can just come in and then you can, bring your perspective and opinion. And see this particular issue, I think say Ghanaian politicians, we don't have to be playing. There are certain issues we are not supposed to play politics with it. The act of trying to score political points with every issue, it is becoming unbecoming. And I will say here to me, did not quite You see, that is not what I am looking at. Whether the former minister is lying or the current minister is lying, I don't care. But my question is, Ghana at this time, should we still be in a position that our data must be stored abroad? Anna? Should we get to that point? Until when are we going to a point we can actualize the dream of Kwame Nkrumah? Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, we as Ghanaians are capable of managing our own affairs. When are we getting to that point? Because I'm sure I'm charging the basic day now may take more course. We've looked at these important issues. We're looking at the super absenteeism in parliament as referred to by the minority. Say most of MPs are not attending their duty in parliament. And also also will President Mahama sign the anti-gay bill? We've looked at that. So Ghana 60 years of the city. How far is the feat so far, sustainable? Yashe ehu. Afi minko phone lines so na mema wombrim na so fa wodiabra. My first caller will be with a man with the last number 073. Pocho, we didn't be referee. Fanya starting.
I say.
Oh, Orokodo.
I say Orokodo. I no pay them timu the county Epona no afram na yakupe baby.
I say you're too much. I say, but that's a part.
I'm starting free education.
Starting ma'am.
You, there. I can be the minister now. Over the amount for 30,000, 25,000. Or say a Trobian.
Yeah, a MP, a NDC MP, or confess it. Or say,
Last time we said 2 weeks ago, or so free man be show. Maybe Gina Chinye said it cannot be possible. Oh, because who did 30,000? 30,000 is not small money in Ghana. And
yes, Kakitwa.
You know, Okotia for just.
School bank cry now, school bank cry.
Exactly. Okotia that money for just replacement, you know. It's not possible. Nah, me come and you know.
So it means say our politicians should stop playing, politics with every issue in the country. It's
propaganda,
sir. Also within the quarry because people have trust in them. Oh, and see, maybe say no, it is so bad. It is so bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Now, Harina Drusu, so the policy say, and Kalano, and Mutini are there, they know only are there. Obi Bebusa say, Sankolani Cho Mutia, ever more must stop double salary, no Giana, Omubenia. If you're talking about discipline, right? Sankolani Cho Muti, no more in your discipline. Omunia, almost jai double salary, because Wajina will Tihon Muna, who ye complain. And Colano, a Colano Piso Trinitino, right? Manim Boniti, Ken Roibi. Oh, because Tobiano, Obio, our brain once and it's if. And you know, because they say in Chomutia, oh, example be. Recently, in Korea school, yeah, on TikTok, we're gonna do that, we're gonna suck them, and all these kind of West be crying, you cancel. Why you need to pay me? And I said, no, I'm going to. No more chomuti, but look at kind of behavior, almost show take videos to all groups number, be a trinity. And so, behavior, I know, say, omuti, omutrana, and as omuti, omabono, and omu behave with that. I was say, oh, na discipline, no, mon penny for you cry, be answer parliament, muti or munkui. Oh, and so you are two about Munko parliament and represent here. And so Munko, and you know, a hormono, I say, Abandi and he said, Obia one call parliament for a day, BISO call. Usikano, a day job pay no, a see a tifru pay at the end of the month.
And you think we can have the political way to do that?
But that's the some of us with discipline. That's the way on with him. Do so 6,000 Albanian a month, never ban a year 4,000. You learn from that. Because one call parliament and Kwanko ye Jumaya, dear Mawa. And so we expect to say you beat your car. And then I'm one Casano, you are not disciplined enough. Now, last issue I'll mention for data. We cannot, because in a sense, say, we are using somebody, how do you call it, satellite, to provide our digital system. Anything about me, digital, okay, now. Because digital, before everything I introduce my successful, you need a satellite. Right? Because satellite, a bit to me, I say, oh, sit down, I will see a free roofing. About foundation. It cannot be possible. You have to start from foundation to the roofing. And you know, yet you're digital. And so you use somebody's satellite. Yes, Anna, or no, or quality information in now, security, with data based in now. It's not safe. Or no, someone.
Yeah.
Oh, it has a very no be etina bros and so no show. Who ni na gu honum. It has a de minya no be some rabi. Na sem no.
I had the papa there also as a de buy. And see ebusia you nua na ode ne de aba won so betumi afre na also nsemi wa ba bechere wadwen ewo ho. And see what are we doing to these parliamentarians omo no omo say omo nko ejuma yato abama ose ko na koye adwuma ma oman Ghana na wotina fie wonko enti me kakra me bisa ne se omo na omo aye adwuma anaso mo ebiebie adwuma na managing director osoro nko adwuma assistant managing director so nkɔ adwuma, secretary nkɔ adwuma, security nkɔ adwuma, factory workers nkɔ adwuma. How would the work even go on? Let me go to the next caller, 658. But we didn't be your fee.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss.
Yeah, Malam.
Oh, Malam Akwaba. Assalamu alaikum.
Right, so your topic now.
Malam, assalamu alaikum. Malam, assalamu alaikum. Anna. Okay,
looking at it now, talking about the MPs absenteeism, no. If you look at it critically, the France list now overboard, no. Those who are doing double jobs in the sense of be a more ministerial post, no. On that basis, if you are any other occasion in the ministerial of capacity, on to attend the parliament deal. Do you get what I'm saying? So if the person is absent, we have to be able to differentiate between those who have got two portfolios, being an MP and then being a minister or a deputy minister, and those who are just MPs only. So the absenteeism should be able to tell who is really an MP and is not playing the role of the MP. Because you mentioned Akando and Co.
Most of them are
ministers. Maybe the absenteeism is due to their ministerial jobs. That's why they are not in the parliament.
So, should we continue like that?
No, definitely, but I'm just trying to explain.
Fine.
Yeah,
but I'm also asking,
they are the ones to be penalized. Seriously. They are the ones we should focus our minds on. But you can see, like I'm saying, I'm just playing the advocate in the sense that a minister can give excuse that I was doing my ministerial job. That's why I can't attend the parliament as well. So here.
Yeah.
Now, going to the education.
Yeah, but on that issue, Pocho, before you go to the education, don't you think that we need to look again to our constitution and then look at what gives the MP to also be a minister at the same time, so that between your points can I finish so that we go on, sir?
Okay.
Yeah, so that MPs can be allowed to do their MP job. If you're a minister, you also do a ministerial job, so that distinction can be there. Then the various works can go on. But giving the same job to the same person, and I say giving the same job from one side to the other, causing the other to vacate the other, no. Is it not costing the country?
Yes, we are here as Africans, even particularly Ghana. From her, Parliament Day, Wednesday, and nobody's absent in that hall. Minister or Prime Minister, everybody attends that debate on Wednesdays. Now, your parliamentarian or your ministerial jobs, you do it outside that day. So in our Ghanaian, anything that is to do with parliament sitting, you put away everything to attend the parliament sitting first.
Internet say, a friend says, MPs now, that
is one thing that's Ghana man for you.
It's just a subani character, dear Ghana, dear. When are we going to perfect our characters and
subans? And don't forget to oil the minister pet. That means he has got excuse to do anything he likes. The power lies with him. While in fact in his constituency, whatever they debate in there, whatever about his own people, he will not be there to represent them. So
just say your attitude near subani de power, because according to what you are saying, if we have dedicated days, they sit. Let's say you have the rest of days or another other days to do whatever you are doing. That's a particular days.
Minister, you were MP before they gave you the post of a ministerial.
There's a discipline. Discipline is a problem, right?
That is it. Grassroots discipline from bottom to top. No discipline. No discipline at all in our society nowadays. Now you the opinion for no discipline. Sorry to be disciplined. How can that work? And as far as I know, since going back to first time, Papa Ben for the fact that since I know from Kufosta to the year 2000, school children have been cutting their hair. But what is the progress in that? So what's the point?
Say try new ones now.
There's nothing beneficial from the fact that Omo
now, Ebanasa, Accra, and West and West. Ebanasa, Accra, BC, and Awasi. Now, open terminal, also, now, I feel so caught in a saloon, why are you in your menu?
Oh, forget that one. Everybody just gives some excuses. But the fact is, remember that if you're talking about their hair being a way of disciplining them, it doesn't work. Because Omo, you're multi-ache. And the children are just getting bad and bad because our policies in school are not working. The policies that we have brought back in our education is not working at all.
If it's not working, If the policies in the education sectors are not working, who's supposed to be held responsible?
Even society more. What about society in Kuampo? If the elders of the society, the leaders of society are misbehaving, what will the children do? Don't children learn from their elders? And our elders are misbehaving everywhere, culturally, traditionally, education-wise. All of them are misbehaving. So the children are picking from them. Now, going back to the fact, say, propaganda in our politics.
And you say no, quick one. What would you pinpoint, say, take it as an action to stop all this? Because if the whole thing is even coming from the leaders to the down bottom, what will you suggest? Let's also talk about solutions.
Mention one. Apart from this, they are political witch hunting in Kwampo. And Kwampo be pray no and Kosika. How many of them have they arrested for stealing government or embezzling and Omuko prison? How many of them have they sacked from their job for when they caught them red-handed, misbehaving in their jobs? How many have they ever sacked? Even investigation no humanity as you no koni baby. Yeah, you know, I'm watching a cribby while yes, canon, or my bob was casting while we no more 7 years, 8 years. Now, Akosika. So that is no discipline. Indiscipline in our society no be. So there's nothing we can change if we don't punish corruption, we don't punish wrongdoing. It will not work. How can you take a case to court for 7 years? Say the even where is the evidence? Where's the facts before you would call court? I've managed for 7 years. Now go to Akosika. And you spend money on that case, more spending state money, attending court cases. Lawyers are collecting, these ones are collecting for 7 years. Then it goes to waste. So there's no discipline in our society. Now talk about say propaganda concerning this health thing. Who beside questions say which one should we believe? Ask yourself which one should we believe?
Which
you're
one?
not abandon and all your contracts no. Until we buy and no certificate say how did it me I heard Akindo speak on the Hot FM. I don't know who was Obi announced with Bisa in an interview no. That was last week. Okay, say the man almost I can't want some crampon say the man whoever was in charge of this health database no or switch on or switch off and yes on so he was sabotaging the state because he was switching off the system on or off when he wants. If he was not behaving that way, we would have known that there was an issue like that. Say we have to answer the system until this case came up. Now talking about say propaganda, I don't know more contract and they pay you money. So whatever you have done so far, it belongs to X. But you are talking about the software part, the database, or to me switch the system on, not to me switch on off because you see, he chooses to do what he wants. How can somebody hold a nation to ransom? So whoever the former minister Eka said, the man has done his job, but his attitude is making this man to speak the way he's speaking. You can be switching. It's a contract. We've paid you money. You've done the job up to an extent. So whatever you have done, you cannot put your hand on it and say, "I will take it back."
Okay, Nana, I'm not say na. Why are the pass? Also, what do bye bye. And medawasi papa. Say also to me, would you buy? Auntie, and some day I think that discipline there. No discipline we are lacking. It is one of our biggest problems in the country. Discipline. Inti the bendapa na Ghana ranking nations according to discipline. Ebetimi ranking Ghana as second and as first. When will you get to that point? Because I don't have a problem no. Most of the corruption issues are caused in indiscipline. Na bon say echine the share president, echine the share board chairman, echine the share finance and director, echine is it young kasa na ye tim finance individuals are in your position no. Ya ye suban ni ye character ni indiscipline na ya ema sanya menye na ekokoko so. But if we can be very disciplined as a country, very religious, say whether say Christian no, say whether Muslim, say traditional. You're very religious, pa ye Yankopon bo so na sa Yankopon so mpe bone, ochiri krono. Kwesida na akwatena sorry dem, efida na akwatena efenese mosque. Edu Saturday so na ye wo tigirase. Ya so na corruption no ye telechi ye di bonimpo a ye hu so ade ye zero a wode ka asika hu o enye deal ya wo ye a wonim se wo hwie oman no enye so we discipline no eno na eye problem until we are disciplined. Until we are disciplined, we are MP. Your mom minister as something. MP no, what that would call Parliament House. And then also, why don't you go? If we are disciplined now, we would have managed our affairs in such a way, say, we will give Caesar's own to Caesar. And then, everyone is saying, God's own to God. Let me go to 855. Now I'm for the next caller. But you didn't be referee.
Good afternoon.
This is Royal.
Okay.
Royal.
Yeah, Royal.
Yeah.
Umanye.
Umanyaba.
Semdan Mukanona Eba me Sukra Yayo. Okay, number one.
Is someone why then?
Yeah.
Okay, Sajien Femini.
Okay.
Okay, Sajien Femini. What's in someone why then?
In some no, I have Bubruja.
Why Bubruja?
Now funny nine crown now who baby out of it. Mamma come some so alliance.
That's right.
When a NDC minister Nana or say Ubi a mammy be friend no catcher and say 30,000. Now over a Asempa FM.
Okay.
It's OB's program. Now me tielo. And now Obi bisa and say a date na unti bomb mammy ding. Now Adeba Koye me ya on say Ghanaians always comes, whether ministers and even the people in this country. One mobile radio no so you say we no can, but they cannot mention the name because they are afraid. I don't know why they cannot mention people's name. These ministers, they come on the radio and they are shouting. And away ye galam say, and away ye say, and away ye say. Oh, meet me money pakudi.
I don't think we money pakuni. And the men can.
Because all of them are shrewd in this kind of corruption and extortion and embezzling government money.
Another problem.
When we hear ministers now,
Parliament,
and yet then they start here, right? Most of them, come weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they are running us off the road in Ghana with their a motorcade and their sirens going to burials and going to churches and going to your friend there. They are here the Ghanaian society. Well, they are running around. They don't have Ghanaians for anything. But we have people in this country who are defending this headless your friend people that is running our country down. Now, Royal.
Yes, sir.
Because we have people here who are defending this kind of so we share the parliament in this country. On Wednesday, Prime Minister's question time, everybody is there. They are standing on their feet. They are not sitting down in comfortable
that is a serious country for you.
And turning their laptops and debating.
That's a serious country
for you.
During the week,
they have other things that is right for the until you look at during the week they are there. During Wednesday, all of them are standing.
That's a serious country for you now. Can you
but young country, look at them. Nobody wants to stand up. They are all sitting down. While somebody is on the podium talking, the rest of them, they are conversing, they are moving around, they are laughing, and they are singing songs like a nursery school kids. Thirdly, sir, you were friend young data that is being kept in India now. We have a whole lot of countries that their data is being kept in India. Look at we in this United Kingdom to go with
Virgin, to go with BT, to go with a 3G and everything, you know. When you call your friend information now, you are being spoken to somebody in Calcutta, or you are being spoken to somebody who is in Kenya, or you are being spoken to somebody who is in Colombia. And you know, the young data, no, we don't have our own satellite. And you know, all this satellite
until when are we going to be without our own satellite?
How many African countries have got their own satellite?
Don't you have Kwame Nkrumah, your friend is a University of Science and Technology? What are we producing? What products are you producing till now? We are not thinking of thinking towards say but to me some of these developmental things.
Hold your peace.
Until when?
Hold your peace, because if BT and the rest of us, our banking systems that we live in the United Kingdom, our data is being kept in India, how much more Ghana? How much more Ghana?
But this guy
who's doing the job, no, has been paid 3/4 of the money. He hasn't finished with the business. Why don't you force him to finish with the business? Now Ghana, we are wasting money. People come and take us for ransom. We pay them the money. Another government comes, and then we forget about the whole thing, and then we start all over again. The health minister, no, he was on Asempa. I was listening to him, and he was shouting, and he was making a whole lot of accusations. How do you pay a Ghanaian company who this guy has got a very known company in the US, and then you paid a 3/4 of the money, and you want the money to go down the drain? All these people have to be called for financial loss to the state and put them behind bars. We've been taken for a ransom for damn too long.
The question would be that until when will things change? That is the question. That's right. Thank you very much for bringing your perspective as well. Medase Papa, Medase. And see, that's the question. That's the question. Until when will things change? Until when? You know, these satellite issues, it will shock you there. If you go to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, I mean, you can say, or your premier technology university, which supposed to produce a student who's supposed to be the backbone of the technology, you know, development of the nation. It will shock you that I don't think that by this time that they even have a plan of building anything around satellite. Into be someone say, "Oh mine nkasa no, oh mine nkasa no." Where are we even? See, I say, dididana. Like just hand to mouth, and we are just living. Are we living to survive, or we are living with conscious effort to develop anything that's of importance to us? You know, we take a conscious effort to work at it. We don't have that. And to shock you, say you go to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, they don't even have a plan of doing anything that in the future will even store Ghana's whole data on the soil of Ghana. I don't think so. Let me go to the next caller. 165. But you also for the break.
Hello.
Hello. Akwaba.
Yeah, song. I'm pleased to know I want to parliament in there. I am a young mom. Should I say, I'm past the parliament, you are paid to represent your constituency, as well as your party and the country at large. And you will do things a parliament in an hour. Now we are, you know, Busa, Saint-Pierre, our constituency, and the Omano, or Jumano, so on. Now, Chroma, I came, parliamentary be our office, you. So, Kaya about 4 years.
Or the Sagana, so parliamentary, be a parliamentarian be our office. In Ghana, you'll be also one office.
Outside the parliament, young call forward to our Utimiko Hono, the parliament in America.
Okay.
So on.
Okay.
Would you ask some cotton anymore? No, a letter on your behalf. Nana and Sena said you and I tight kakra. Just will be called parliamentarian office, coaches to Nukumu. And then I kakra, Nancy stay and a place for Momo Gadi or more official. Now the Americans said, when we are parliamentarian now, I don't understand. Say Juba Wamuye. Say we walk parliament, who control the situation. Now what cast a here and Saturday would they call you? Would they call other meetings?
But I'm saying one more with
the problem of a CK Ocean.
Wafasike Usu answer. Wafasike.
Yes.
The question is say, also, and yet, sir, lean government here, ama not much of, MPC being say, could have been appointed say on Komuya way. Now, Adiana say the best out of the way, who can do the job. No one's from here MPs, I know ama way now, but only come MP no. And yes, sir, policy na ama ye do baby, ye do and coffee time the main and core ejumanitia omoko parliament house no.
Ejuma ben ye dia ma omo say omonko.
Oh, na bebre na
is it parliamentary committee no ana?
No, I'm talking about. I mean, they are absenting themselves from the chamber. Chamber no meye ejuma na nkasa no. They are absenting they are not there. They are not in the chamber. They don't go to the chamber. Out of the 180 something way, they are not. And I will share listen to Bebrena so ministers. Just a Bebrena are serving in the capacities as well as ministers. It will say, say Jumano, and a perhaps a mom who quite. But the influence say Jumano and a mom who quite a mom called Parliament House. Enter me, say, Wunjin di say, Sa policy na ye rule out no. I don't know, am I you do sa level now?
I doubt it. Parliamentary debate is a paramount. Yeah, here, papa. And only I can't some honor a concern the country, and only a yasem. Something not every day no more parliament, And I feel should be as all committee appointed to a committee of parliament. Okay, we are not that no parliament in ye debate, now oko meeting, and we are correct. Now the Americans say be song. Parliament, sometimes we are they take things for granted. Bibia show so a parliamentarian. Not to be oye bibia or pay. And so nippon in the 2 hour call. Say your friends say common farm. Okay, this is the map local authorities this year man and also rules kakrebi area no bama parliament in Agia Bosso. Namintimi says can identity the farmer lookout near Casa Parliamentary Fund. Parliamentary common fund. Fund acquire any fund. Acquire any fund. One amplitude will be arranged. Now says can woman the year. I had them here, I had Simbusa. I will hope the way my system system corruption, quan, no more. Until ya, ye now so pass so be when you know who be report it and say it on radio. And then long run it be a near my bitch.
Then solution, who thinks say, we know ye be to me na there are son air courses CI absenteeism. Then solution. Let's also talk about the solution. What do you suggest is
solution about what?
About issue na air course na just say absenteeism air course no. Then over catch. Then was to say
the speaker and the authority. So we a parliamentarian, not parliament is sitting war manual. The best suspend you.
And
that's what I bet you.
That's the pass also to me. Okay, and they can
influence. A discipline clothing in your man. I had here. Then Quadani in our Mutin Basa. Name mom, Quadani school no teacher no or head teacher no would be on discipline policy. And Quacasa Quadai, a new beer open to me, those 3 new beer food. Scientists are Krumas, Homo Yanoa, Yamusan Quadan, Sasabio, we didn't know ye cacrano. Not just all mamma warn your common parents. Says a beer more dear grocra no beer so to no quacopra. Let's go not be yasem. Indeed, the iron said, but discipline here. Kruma could because school no was so high here. And no cocacha and MP. Near Churaka say, no. Quadansa more you could crown a mood diagra high here a bit proud would be and to win him in
high. I mean, how possible say Accra Woko School was a question high. What the high what are you going to use? I
person, so because on a media ground watch no prayer whose fault. A teacher and a school ni besi omo. And to be piano and a mini. Now, Chroma, the discipline or papa. Some of them says I sometimes young quite a binwa. Omutino say I should inform you be. Now, next school in our no sir. School no our calling one but you are near you. Saying who say, O character is very bad, or muyanyo.
Into the crack run, what can I say? Yeah, man, crown, no one shares a week, or mesh, or mesh, in your man found quite in a classroom, and watch.
Yeah, woman, I am here to say the El Casaco, you to put so na fire, no, your reasonable hair, and then this away. Then yes, all your pet now you go school.
Now, mammy, papa, now, Osha. Even Ghanaian setting, yen kasano ye funny saying geographical way, ya atmosphere in such a way say, ye two win ye be bree. Oh, ye two win there and ye be bree. Just say ye even as a chemicals be a can one sana be bree. And why don't we leave our airs natural like that? Now, I was say, changing, I was say, yeah, high and was say, yes, no, because Uba Crum has in a lot, it runs are bringing the only a food that natural. The atmosphere conditions, conducive enough to maintain the air nankasa. Yeah. Well, where your fiance obey just say, and want some to be brave, So, want to watch a wardrobe anyway. Want to watch a wardrobe.
Any a coach on the Koran, so mammy, in the Pebia, or a bad dream for Corona, no to lie about Sacrano, or Bacatro, on my uncle school, over to the north. And the way I can a minority be no way. I
mean, that was it. Pass also to me with the buyer. Yeah, thank you very much. So that is it. That is it. Union so didn't diaba. And Colano, answer me there. Me, I think say, no, see a ye. Yeah, me to me, no, I think say, Inca, and ye be I was say, yeah, no, it cry, it did you too much because, yeah, said in it, yeah. Akrano, just say be a one I will say, say we set time, a day cream in your manoma, akron, because until Saudi and Kaya, the 18 we need and natural. As a natural and the why I say, for see and we say, I fancy a bomb mesh, a payment, can count. But anyway, everybody is entitled to their opinion. But I think the most important thing is what things that will actually improve the learning capacities of the children. And I will say, you do come on. A lot of schools in rural areas, and there, now get say most children in rural areas, ono mbabwa kro onye bi nche no mfa nko school o, mbabwa empo onshebi no dia ko school. Go and see where people are sitting and learning. And when nka osi yehwe na yehwe kwan ya betun ye develop your infrastructures in your ma etiwi ni shepe ye na ye de bekwa kwatena classroom ene ye di nkomo. Country Ghana, please, we should be serious. We should be serious. Important issues say where osi yehwe na yetumi kan na yetumi de bo ma no ye di san nkomo we. Me I think say yeah, but it's not necessary because by nature. Let me go to the next caller. Mpocho Wani 738.
Yeah, Peter Constitution, Michubia.
Obiajodo.
Yeah, Mr. Teo, a news name in review nearby, PPP or cars in India, buses or the Babano Ben PPP. No,
PPP Bank, but your PPP Bank.
A president in Akai, so by a private partnership or.
No, I can some group on so I can.
Yeah, and I know born and I answer.
Okay, be maybe the fame okay, and you're fine. No problem. Because I can main issues, no, all right. But you will so.
I know in Yadia, Ghana, no, the dear bar, woman, no more. Message DPR say, the runs by Okoji over an Indian maybe mom.
Okay.
Woman, the Abano Scarico so, no. Europe dear to say Crimea day and one transport say buses say running say company state coach go ahead wait and a Buama no more no more this kind of one casano MPC kofi bi support party no na I say one dia mama we say rasa am na sa ka ka na egu o sa no mo ye from Ross ta ba be kofo be pim sa kofo ba se na tibi na kakra no so hwe de aye one hwe no mo amma nipa bi am be ma enye structure na bibia Ghana e bo ka bi second no MPC no wa akwa mu fa so ba ayi anu so enye and so there komia addition ye hwe dia wo mo ye na betiase the BS how they won't complain pa say be na power NDC na power ebedu baby NDC for dia omo ma ebro so kra enye amwa na dia mo kofre ho maye no mo nko na betuma ede na betuma ma ayeyi so na nkwala no wo mo tri etwa no so ano so ni aminim say tete ya tam no ayi pa no akwa ose komi akwa no nkwala no tifu pia na dua bem etobi amotu pa nkwala ni na so mo kofi
eji Argentina Ghana ehyewo no ma
eji ni ma do ha na we de be debate abra ma twa papa wo Ghana no ayewe enye aduma o basku yesi say na ye public school yesi ngo yesi Europe yesi ma wo me nyema bi wo ha ya wo tumi de one ikotapa no masanza samra no yeso de yetube sisa emra no wo mo ye ya eti sa etia wo ko yesi dan cat Tano popo.
News, the interviews, and what have you. All packed and ready to go. On your favorite radio station, Digital Online.
Etio, Africa Ghana no telephone bi betrance. Eyeti ne yedi ko yensua de na yedi. Discipline ne ya de a na ye like no. Anu ti na mo tete ye don potran ko ye MPs ni ade a na mo ko ministers ni ade a. Neska die nko anaka mu. Or lack of discipline no. Ye di se kwara sense pa uko school. No.
Problem ni den na yenye. What are we going to need? Yetna won sa. Den na yenye.
Da na yekoso. Yakase eno na eyo. Yekoso nyenye sa de no. So, discipline ni adwuma. No matter akola no so this 18 no. Na opeso otise kuro no so a. Otise so a. Was you go school first say na ye. Breast school. And so
na we be sound won say nkwala omuko school no kwamba na omuwo mu crown mpo no ebebreni krampo sabe tafrache mani so simina so seme so enyado e friend say pad mpo omuntumi nto bebrena sofa edo periods go and see the secondary schools what they go through how much more to get money to put wigs on their heads to classrooms
now akoye bibi
what do you want to say
we why Tiaba school? We actually Tiaba school. I don't know.
It's your nipi no so because I was going to influence them. It's a problem. It's a big problem. Let's
no,
a big problem.
Constitution part they say constitution no. Sa no ntino mo di eska no de bia no. Wo mo ya amra no. Wo mo ni nanado de bia me kan no ebinim nyame party. But constitution lawyer power to balance the constitution way. Many say before I'm on one say, Nini, I was here. Well, you're lawyer, so big now. Also, I can say, I'm not into some constitution. They're kind of constitution. I said, Omodi, who know. Everything ends zero. Me who's I don't want to one like I said, no, I don't want to trim pa.
Bro.
I found the cost to obviously. I found someone could do Ghana among your dear, said, what dear. Never been with Uti Pana. I party yard, and you know, Capra will say, oh, yes, our party. Uti Chromia, Neman Quay now can say, yes, constitution, the mechanical, whom will be some more, and like constitution wouldn't be yet. And yet, they have because there's a monster son of Kura. Now, we are not coming here or him king. Oh, when the new year.
Oh yeah, I say no. Omudium winyo. Sabita fresh. Omudium winyo. Ono ni polo konim sa de no waya no. Quickly no be resign cra.
Oh, David. Kai. Mo tra ko me pa. Mamunim dia ko so pa mrani dia se.
No, when I'm say a national discipline there, a national PPA was said, a area was said the whole nation in your peggetry be near the pegging and who, the whole nation, everybody, your discipline there. No, I mean that was a metamity. Why, Mamma was it?
Okasa, Onipani,
Mamma was it.
Na mo tia na support brand say na to be am hwe mo tia papa nye ni pele ni agin amadan Ghana kakra babu no ko pewum babu eduwa bi a nipa eduwa bi ne yame yubi a ne ni ye de no obeji o so so no
nti wo hwa wan na yame wo hwa asisi ano wan na nyame wo personally wo hwa wan na nyame yi ni say bia wo ma wo betima
bo Ghana no say wan Canada pon so oti say wo de samri ne tam no mo fama no ni ehwe de so obo
wo de ususu say honorable Kennedy akompra ko Japan ena obetumi asesa nyama nyame yi na anase nyame yi na obetumi mpacho tie me no wie chairman mpacho tie me nti ne wo pa say sisi ano wo sha wo de wenu sha honorable Kennedy akompra ko Japan ena nyame yi no obetumi aboa magana nyoma asesa
this time the person the all which is
I was say let me for we see here why
we ma any se for sure ko ku ayem body assassin no one sell puto ba mo so ko edi nasi mutumi
me da was say why membrane mami for we see here next time nti waka ni na ewi me da say papa we dey facha membrane why me fa ba ko so aka wona eja mako yeah nti me da say Peter constitution so edie no nti Peter thank you, sir. Also to me, submission. I'll just pick one last call and then we'll call it a day on today's news review. And the discipline, it is the canker that is eating Ghana up. Discipline. Yeah, issue. You see, the whole nation, we Ghana. I think say our basis is the indiscipline we are lacking in the country. All the sectors. Say bibia be koso Ghana. Nan say ye nyum senia wo say koso na. It is our own attitudes and character. Me makasa, me say yeni subano indiscipline and no one ehanye. We sector bia this discipline is there. If you go to our roads, look at the road carnage recording recently. Say if it's a driver's by discipline, will it be we will be recording this mayhems and all that. Mayhems and all that. We won't. Corruption say kokosina indiscipline. Oh, inti this indiscipline I don't know. Bia ti say Yankopon or sheda peggetry be obetumi or they are pegging anyway because if we're able to get to a point where the whole nation from the highest person to the least person be a discipliner masa Ghana best is one time inti indiscipline there it is a very very important issue. I think that the whole nation we have to have an institution for discipline, that's all. If we're able to do that, Ghana will go forward. Let me go to the last call. I'll just pick that one and I'll call it a day. Pocho, we didn't be off referee. Hello.
Hello, Auntie Martha, Pocho.
Oh, Auntie Martha Kwaba. And you mean
I'm Pat. Sam Faman back and the Holy Spirit.
Since
Holy Spirit is great. You remember that? Mbezi Canada yen MP Amako Fibua of Felembele. Mbezi Canada Nasi.
And what's the MP on Parliament too?
Yeah, because as I said,
Antimanta.
Yes.
MP no, what's it? Wakawana on Parliament no.
Oh, they can do anything to let them pay, to let them give their first month's pay to the government. If they are Uncle Parliament wanting the 6 months pay.
Honorable Kofibua, you want to pay?
No, basically with Tianizi. I'm using force.
Oliteo, you're sure there, Obeti.
I'm Kofibua, why is it there? Asasa MPP for. Was a man Adamus, mining. One can dance my man, or back and Adamus, other Australians. Now, Sabi, baby, I go to no war. Oh, no, what I madam a man, Now, see him crafar one and in Sano, why you get say what there is a river and cobra and Hamukahun. And the Waka when the mass has and why you almost have for them to go and do the again say. And of course, one burning sukra into back and there, why as it. Net, again, back and there, why as in Yamin Nara. Oh, but
Ejuma Zolubu, Honorable Amakofibo, Obu Ejuma papa, Tumde Galamse Fatu. You are the deep Hoyaza, or Sayi, Yenina, Yen Senidin, and Ti Papa Noya de Ancasancasa. Midina, Kauna, Abia on to Monco Parliament, and
balance. Parliament, I be Uncle Parliament, one charge be a 6 months pay, won't pay to the government because we need money. That's where you can get that money.
Antimata in fin there. Don't you think there? Oh yeah, lean government here. There most of the MPs nina chade. Once no why ministers no. Ono ama them absenteeism or kodo parliament na.
My part of me English. My point I just go about to the point. Mr. Hana one corner. We make sure the government overcharging everybody 6 months pay to cover all. So I finish there.
But would that 6 months pay now overcharge one? Would that solve and give solution to the issue? Most of government businesses are at the standstill. Inti wochakawa no accident. As in a day, me there or the wash no call routine no what tackle. What to? The map sentees were palm or the wash no call
from the top. So what to where and what top of now. Government institute in the national. I want to why
absenteeism.
I want so they have to tell them.
You Antimata, membrancy, me you
the good point.
Oh, we are 2 o'clock. Antimata, we are 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock.
I will pay you for that. And my member one fundraising, I will pay you for that.
Martin, you mean Antimata, I want to really be very disciplined with my time. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, you're fast.
Make now what you want to students now, what per day, what's top one. In nowadays, only teachers training. They are allowed to do their
me kai pa den yeah ampa
listen one call hairdresser na no kan ho into what them brand le babaka the student or you there on you there work hairdresser one fambra no ye because it's a waste of money.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. To go to hairdresser and so on.
Bye. Antimata, medasi papa there. Also, it would
be 3 seconds.
Antimata, also would add the band. Moko, but I think there's one man on WhatsApp. WhatsApp, Pocho, I'm thinking there 2 o'clock, Meko 2 o'clock, but it's not the by virtue there, it's in a queue. I want to give you 30 seconds to also make your submission. Yeah, and WhatsApp, Pocho, for what the brand name Vampone.
Okay, your friend Nanapu. I'm saying, your problem. Your problem is that we want to do the same thing all the time and achieve different results. OJ the mention we are saying, I was saying, yetimi exercise yadwini. And there are certain things that we should learn. And now, if we learn, we have to put them into practice. That is the problem we have as a people.
Putting it into practice and crowds to cry another discipline.
This is it. Enuntina obi betimi eye Ghanaian or sorry ne maame de ne bekwa sorry saa be se obenyini but do yonko se wo hu wala ontimi ntiase what dey me person indeed then that is where we are and three mu dey me I think girls in particular they need their help as a umbeye I was say me say me work up me your government and I me Ghana me rule Ghana now we need no come band say o te dem but say omutri me be fu na oba obetimi manage ni tree na odi aye ayi no it doesn't and say bia say ye betwitwi me no na ebia or yes be ma no na ba na bibia and no be me say ya muja natural air and now manage to nice the back class. There is nothing wrong with it. And the school curriculum has to change to input discipline na I was said yetimi esua because now if we lack that now, why can't we put it into our school curriculum? And now youth, in almost family, penny so almost so deal of mine, so it me it show discipline, and now you say and qualano emulate it from them because papa yes and I say papa you position now yes
Nana, remember, I me time I was to remember one of for mommy. Why, Mr. Wadaroma?
I dream said discipline. Me that was it.
Me that's it. Papa there. Unso etumi edo de buy. Nti in common the wire there, but unfortunately time inti our there. Musha na medisi ade. Nti ya bena dama next time ya isha na yedi ni ye.
highlifeng.com.
One minute past top of the hour. Ahana mbreba mamkwena mediju medina abanewe. Enti kwalesa muntu manya mofo submission de media mfancha me pa me boss say me mpono 2 na discipline asama yekin or them must make sure them are discipline with the time. Enti me very sorry. Hopefully next week nyame adum na se obo kwamayen na ofana because yi puma fi kwema na say sansu hie biwa ibezin komoye. But in the meantime, if you want to send money, Unity Link, just do that. Unity Link says that no fee money transfer to Ghana, mobile money to all major networks in Ghana, cash pickups to 18 banks plus all rural banks, bank deposit to all banks in Ghana, airtime top up worldwide. There is send this car on our Unity Link. Fraud alert to control there for Express Ghana visa and passport, special discounts and for British Airways first to Accra. Pocho Bombodana Fokodan fraud alerts. Christmas Lebanti Easter Subocho the Bombodana Kunwa. We process your COVID-19 PCR fit travel certificate. Call them on 0207 619 3843. Emmanuel Kente, Emmanuel Fashion Kente, Papa de one oh, Timbomo Dana from 07904 and 950636 for affordable Kente yard. Bocho, what you wholesale and retail in Antibombo Dana Kumi Emmanuel Fashion for who Kente, who cufflinks, who lapels, the watcher than him Mambo when they need na Bombosnana for called done one. ENG and Dimanzuso, Okapin 2X in as one Obayamo. From 07432 402 117. Great news in there. Better send this on our fast-paced transfer. We release a new app. And Bombo download the app and never send this guy. Because I bought my code www.fastpacedtransfer.com. Now I send Whisker one being a very good competitive rates. Now it's meaning that I send this guy fast pace transfer day. Was it beyond remittances? Yamibua, the Ghana High Commission, the Ghana Christian Council in the UK and Ireland cordially invite you to the non-denominational Thanksgiving service and community management. Coming up on which is going on today. Yes, it has started in Zimbabwe. Me sure about this time today. But Orokodo still in Zimbabwe. ATM area Bombadana do Freedom Center International Church, 38 Upper Wickham Lane, Welling, DA 16 H3F. Na Kumu Yamami. Na Jumediwaye Thanksgiving service award to God for Excellency's safe arrival and subsequent assumption of duty while using the opportunity to meet with her after the service. Sendwave is to send this campaign under the before Sendwave money transfer. Apps our banner day. One day will move. Whiskano, I'm trying out to Sumti, Fafa, Send Wave, I. Pinnacle Education Services, me can show there. Pe school na Baba Kwa Bruchime Muhadia. Watch your US or UK, Bibia, Europe, Bibiano, on Pinnacle Education Service from 0794 715 2878. And Nafi, Kim PGH, they do door-to-door service, they move your goods with absolute care. They are very safe, secure, and on time. Importer from 0794 753 5572, 0794 753 5374. France one, Ghana, but my phone 0243829455. Lastly, before I do go, for all your security services, it's all about Take On Security Limited. For your event security, property security, corporate protection, close protection, door supervisors, CCTV operators, our team of skilled and licensed SIA security personnel at Techion Security Limited are ready around the clock to provide you with security services catered to your unique needs. Watch your phone in. That was 0749 8448530. And now so there 2402 Mary Melgrizo and Timmy Quine, more quine, but there will be asked there will be a tumina ote, Mam Frena, Madame Papa. Mam went to Manfreso. And we want to say, you share be right, Rebecca, sir. Mamincha, Honorable, your Christian Amoa. You did the listening, thank you very much. Matiti Assembly there, Miami former SRC President, Miss Bridget Bonny. You are now appointed by the President, John Dramani Mahama, to be the head of information at the High Commission here. I'm still to confirm that news. But if it is the truth, and a big congratulations to you, because Sebastian Upejiza, you have to be appointed. And I'm very glad that you have been appointed. I can't wait to maybe one day see you. Mama, congratulations. Miss Bridget Bonny, your appointment as the head of information and something High Commission already. Me could make sure I confirm and see maybe later the good congratulations or the best congratulations will come very well when we have confirmed it. These are no more than from Monday until you confirm. You can't just say it, but whichever way it is, I believe it is as it is. And so congratulations to you, Miss Bridget Bonny, former SRC President, Vice President Bello. Hey Charlie. Oh, good. Congratulations, Miss Bridget Bonny, as your appointment of as head of information at the Ghana High Commission UK. I can't wait to meet you over here to have a chat with you on this radio. Madam Yase, and for 8 minutes past 14 GMT or 2 PM. Jumedi, Omade. Impinfa Wobwa na whatever na yetumi yado ye ma oye fail oye executive producer Boss Van Dyke Boss Mbocho Michopa. Thank you very much for this opportunity. The master station manager Openi Manfo Openi Unsu Medawase. Life, we may want it all in life, but we might not have it all. And so what I want to leave with you is that life does not give you what you want, but it gives you what you work hard for. You may want it all, it might not be possible. And so since it is not possible to have it all in everything, let us know that we have a name to live for and that we live for a respected name. On this note, my name remains Rich DeRoyale. I'll meet you again on the flip side of time. But your Antimin Kebiwa ono mesinde. Bye-bye.
Success music. Why not say one God? John Mr. J. This is for my ladies in the house. And man, I'm a hustle to see the dollar bill. Me pamochon, man, my baby, I'm a how. Umpeduma doesn't matter how you feel. Yeah, this is the strength of a woman. Ain't nobody better than the boss chick. All the ladies who they fight for the moolah. What they want, nobody for touch. Cause she know the phone quick. Self-made. Ultimate challenge, cause she be well paid. On per boy, she looking for helpmate. Cause she know they suffer from sulfate. And when you are hell late, she go pull up on you. What's a friend and a woman? What cause I wanna say, would you my ya? I'm a hang up on you. HeartsDigitalOnline.com. I got love for you. as I get the work I cry, that's still I was working my wood, yeah. She go ride or die for you. Miss it ride or die for you. Girl, you know to me, I got the love for you. My last one CD, I go bet on you. You got my body type and I know just any girl can go the place where you can go. Girl are independent and you buy your own things and no man never rent you no condo. Where you come so fine. 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 Where you come so fine.
Hot digital music is food for the soul. Hot digital online is good for the young and the old.
Don't go worry. Oh, yeah, the dream I got the money on her own. You like a king, but you don't get it if you don't deserve the throne.
Yes, what's the new suya easy? For Android phone and now iOS phone. Go Play Store and now Apple Store. Now downloaded a brand new Unity Link mobile app. Sikamania yamre. Sikamania yede. Baby awabia. Usikamania wansano. Ubetimia sending mobile money Ediako MTN Vodafone Tigo Airtel. If you Unity Link mobile app so what me to airtime? Make sure credit. Ever wonderful. Our app is so. Send this free app is so to bank account. Sempren prenwa what me could use Sikano bank. What me send this call over 3,000 locations Wagana. I'm nipa need to me Jinasu Jiska. Ebet mom was send this careful debit card so and our credit card so download. Nasika money I there. Your exchange rate no so dear ejran and also Unity Link mobile app where dear partial.
Hey, after 26 December, what we see? Hey, Mr. Chrome have a yet the rough.
No, you have a crumb hand of it. 26 December, boxing on it.
Enjoy a boxing day. London have a yet the rough. Ay. Davidson Band. What's the 26 December? By a boxing day extravaganza.
Love goes where love is. I can't deny it. If you feel me, come and join and sing the song.
And you'll be hot. Now, sound will be hot. Orabado, Oasis Academy, Shelley Park, Shelley Road, Croydon, CR9 7AM, United Kingdom, Metro UK, or your cool 30 pounds. Demo programming, it is being hosted by DJ Foles, on your quick on frame born, DJ on deck, hey, DJ TQ. Supported by the Ghana Society UK, Rainbow Radio, Slicky Promotions, Cosmetic Cocktails, Jacoon's Securities Limited, A-Class Officials, Hot Digital Radio, Only B Sherry African Mart, Wabashasi, 7 p.m., Legacy 1 a.m., Pele Juwena Kapmabra when I bet on the Kofi Akada, a special 20th anniversary edition, it's Afria, when you take it to the beat, our event rights, and also friends, 077-288-76.
In the city of London, our season of manifesting God's glory.